Hey everybody, we're here with another Mod Live Talks, and wow, what is it today? Tuesday. So we're getting into kind of the nitty gritty, getting stuff up and going. I know guys are starting to get their cars all dialed in, and kind of want to introduce somebody. I've known this guy for shit. Seems like, excuse my language, all my life here. He's one of the best dudes that I know in the industry. Me and him think a lot alike. We grew up racing together. I'll bring him on in here. It's none other than my buddy Zach Rogers. Zach has been in the hobby as long as I can remember, as long as I've been into it. Kind of introduce yourself, Zach, and what you've done, where you've been, and what you're going to be doing for us in about a week's time. Oh, we lost his audio. We lost your audio there, Zach.
You got me?
Oh, there we go. There we go. You're good to go. All right.
You got me?
We're good.
All right, 10. Yeah, so like Matt said, we've been friends, man, since, I don't know, quite preteens, but probably 13, 14. And we're getting close to 30 now. Are you already 30 yet?
I'm 29, man. I'm getting old, dude.
Yeah. But quick background. Yeah, I've been racing for a long time. Me and Matt kind of grew up together, working our way through the ranks. I think both of us, when we first got into RC, didn't really ever think that it would be a career path for us. But as we kind of both progressed together, we went slightly opposite ways, but in the same kind of route of, helping the hobby grow. Obviously, Matt's been a big part of everything from magazine to helping with some of the coolest product lines in the industry, and now running his own series. And I've kind of done the same. I've had my own series. I've been fortunate enough to kind of, fun fact, bring the chassis slaps, which is basically everyone has in the hobby now, was kind of one of my first designs. I took what J Concepts was already doing with the chassis film that you would cut out yourself, and we started doing pre-cut chassis. And I actually was working for J Concepts and Kyosho, did some prototypes for AE. And then from there on out, I was able to work for Kyosho as a team manager, and I've done some pretty cool products for them, designing and help developing, as well as managing the team and racing for them, as well as R1 Works. So just kind of all over the map, kind of like Matt, and we've always just stayed connected. We've been really close at times and haven't talked for a few years, but every time we get back together, it's like, nothing ever happened and we're right back on track. So I'm kind of excited for this weekend. Matt called me, asked if I could, or not this weekend, a couple weekends from now, asked if I could help out with the mod series, and RC has always been a passion. So I'm excited.
No, it's going to be definitely cool. Like Zach said, he's run his own series before. What was your first series called that we had in Bakersfield that David Orner and I came up to, where you had I still have it. I still have the picture frame that you had with your little printed out trophy in there. What was that called?
It was Zach's Sunday series. It was a pretty lame name.
That's it. Zach's Sunday series.
But it was fun, though. We did cash payout. We kind of mimicked what JBRL did. So it's cool to see you make your own for the fifth scale. And I'm sure the fifth scale racers absolutely love it, because it's always fun to have an organized event from someone, you being a racer, what people want. So can't beat that.
No, most definitely. It's Zach's Sunday series. I still have the trophy, man. I think I won like electric 8 scale or something like that with my AE converted car that I did, where I had dual saddle pack, 4-cell battery. They're all single packs that I got from Extreme, and ended up they're all single packs, and I put servo tape on them, and then I made my own little thing and flipped the diffs. That was a cool chassis. But no, that was super fun, and I know you ran that, and yeah, you're kind of coming in clutch here.
You're cutting out pretty bad over here, Matt.
What's that? You there, Zach? Oh, we might have lost him here. Let me take you off and pull you back in. See if we can. Looks like maybe a little bit of issues with his stream there, guys. See if he'll come back in here. Not yet.
I can hear you.
Okay, maybe go out of shut it down and then come back in, and we'll get you back on. So we'll get him back on here, guys. So yeah, Zach is going to be our announcer for our fifth scale series in Bakersfield. That's coming up in 1 week's time, a little over 1 week. It's weather looks to be about nice. I think it's going to be a nice, cool, 100 degrees. So it's going to be pretty sweet up there. But no, it should be a lot of fun. They'll have lights. We'll be doing some night racing. And it'll be a good time. So Zach came in clutch for us, got us. Basically, we already have an announcer. I was going to announce it myself, and he's been a real busy guy. I've known him forever. He's a super cool dude. And let me see if we can get him back in here again. There we go. Zach is back.
I'm back.
I'm back.
I don't know what happened there. I could kind of hear you. You were chopping.
Nah, you froze up there. So we're good again here, guys. So yeah, we're bringing in Zach. He's been in the industry as long as I have, and basically he's gonna be our announcer. So you have any announcing experience before here, Zach? For everybody out there?
Yeah, actually, I've done a lot of announcing from that Zach Sunday series that I held. I believe I actually hired an announcer at that time. I was still super young, probably like 16 or 17. But from there on out, I ended up working for Buddy, and we started an RC track together for a little bit here in Bakersfield. And I did all the announcing for about a year and a half, and we raced 2 times a week. And then I actually got hired to do a few big events within the Southern California region. So, yeah, I actually have a pretty decent amount of experience. I actually helped build another track after that. Some people might remember the Bakersfield karting experience, the dirt oval that was here in town. We had an RC track, so I helped set that up. But, yeah, I think it should be pretty good. And, of course, if I have any problems, Matt's there. So I'm excited. I think that having a race director that's, excited about the racing. That's why everyone loves listening to like Scotty Ernst, for example, because he's all about it. And I haven't raced RC or been involved in probably a year now, so I'm super excited to get back out there. And even if it's just announcing, I can't wait. So.
No, it should be a lot of fun. This is kind of going to be your first time announcing fifth scale, I think, though. To kind of you got the Harry Potter cup there, man. That's like the Chamber of Secrets cup going on that guy. Look at that thing.
For tonight's interview.
I love it. Yeah, so this is the first time I think you're going to be announcing fifth scale. I think you've been down to the Bakersfield track. You've been a Bakersfield local all your life. And kind of what do you think about the facility? What do you think about the crew out there? You've ran some 8 scale out there when you were running Kyo shows and stuff, and part of Raw Speed as well. So kind of give people a lay of the land of what they have to look forward to.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, I've actually been in that area since I started RC. There was JBRL's right next to where the 5th scale track is. It used to be a 10th scale outdoor. They still have 2 ovals there, a paved oval, concrete, and a dirt oval. But Ed Turney is the one that started up the 5th scale, and it's just 100 yards away from where that stuff is. And he's done an awesome job for all you guys that race 5th scales. It's kind of cool because Bakersfield, we take a lot of heat from people, being from Bakersfield, but we're pretty centralized. So it's cool for the North guys and the South guys to be able to meet up for a good spot. And we have a decent local crowd as well. So the track's always killer. The atmosphere I've noticed when I was out there testing 8 scale, it's just reminds me of back when we were racing 10 scale together. The atmosphere is just super laid back. People are cool. There's no drama. There's no, I'm sitting in my little 5-foot cubicle, saucing tires. It's going to be a kick-ass time. It might be a little bit warm, but honestly, that's kind of the fun, is not being indoors, sitting under an easy up or having your trailer with the doors open and everyone coming in and out and, talking crap to each other, but friendly. And I just think it's going to be really cool.
No, I think it's going to be a ton of fun, like you said. Big shout out to Ed Turney, Cindy, Carl Woosley. Those guys have been doing awesome with that track. It's going to be an all-new layout for this next weekend. And for you, Zach, spread the word to some of your guys out there. We're going to be running 8 scale as well. One-day event for them. They'll be how it'll go for them. So we had a lot of success. We ran at Fear Farm now, and we ran at Delta with 8 scales involved. And what's really cool is we get the 8 scale crowd involved with 5th scale. They see how back it is, and they only have to go out for one day. They get 2 qualifiers and a main. It's $40 for them, 60 unlimited if they want to run unlimited classes. And we got truggy, buggy, everything like that, and it's just a club race. We've been doing just little mod bucks, for the shop. People can get tools and stuff like that, and then be a part of the entire 5th scale atmosphere. So I think it's been, it's not a series, anything like that. It's just kind of like for the local crowd that's out there. I think there's probably some guys with 8 scales out there in Bakersfield where it'd be pretty cool for them to come out, so that'll be
I'll have to let the guys know.
So, you've been, you were actually.
I wish I had a 5th scale. I'd run.
Well, we might have a buggy going for you. I might be able to help you out. We might be getting a buggy going for you here. My buddy Jason's kind of working on one down there, so you might be racing in about a week. So you're gonna take over David's role. I got David Orner into this.
Oh. Is he not coming, or
he's not coming? No, he's not making it. He was supposed to, and then something came up. So you might be filling in for him. Just have to make it like the mod, just another role where it's just the buggy and like whoever runs, they just count for points and they share the trophy at the end if they win. It's the same car, so we'll see. Looks like you froze up there again on us, Zach. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah, but it seems kind of choppy.
It is very choppy.
Right here.
Yeah, let's see if you have better internet over there. Or better Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Let's see there. Stay with us here, guys. All right.
Not seeing any better out, but it's so dark. Is that any better?
Yeah, that's a bit better. There we go. Yeah, so
it is kind of choppy, it's kind of dark, but
that's okay. There we go. So you're not only into RC, but you're actually into go-karts as well. That's kind of been your passion as of late, right?
Yeah, so I actually started in go-karts when I was 5. I used to wake up at like 3:30 in the morning before you could, record races, and I'd watch Formula One with my father. And we started off go-karting, and the only reason I even got into RC was because when I grew out of my kid cart, we couldn't kart, so we just got RC cars. And now that I'm older and could afford my own stuff, I got back into karting and been having a blast with that. But RC has been such a part of my life. I don't think it'll ever go away. It's just not what I'm focusing on right now, and I'm having a blast racing go-karts. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of people that race both. There's actually a lot of professional go-kart drivers that race RC. And then as of lately, it seems like I've seen on the internet a lot of RC drivers are getting back into karting or getting into karting for the first time. So it's kind of cool. A lot of people are it's same type of people. What I like about karting is you're outside, you're in it. And mostly the atmosphere is what I miss. But kind of a lot of that's because I race 10 scale and the atmosphere is a lot different. So 5th scale and 8 scale have that same atmosphere as karting of what I miss. So it's not like go-karting so much better. I just think that I was getting burnt out on being inside a lot with 10 scale, and I think that go-karting, 5th scale, and 8 scale kind of all have that same vibe that I think me and you are kind of used to because that's what we grew up on and that's what we knew. Where if you're a younger kid and all you know is indoor racing, it doesn't really matter because you don't have anything to compare it to. But for people like us, it kind of is big,
No, that's, yeah, and I've talked to you about it before, and just the entire atmosphere of fifth scale, and in general, it's like what you said. It's kind of how we started, and I always bring this up about Zach, but first time I met this kid, and was at Pegasus Hobbies. I pitted next to him, and it's the greatest story because I tell everybody it. And I'm there, and I have a toothbrush and WD-40, and that's how I'd always clean my car, and with Simple Green, and that was me, and I would always wipe it down, and with an air compressor. And Zach told me, he goes, "That's how you clean your car?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." He goes, "Well, this is how I clean mine." He takes his tire wash bucket and he just dips his whole car in the tire wash bucket, pulls it out. I'm like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And he goes, "Well, it's LRP electronics. They're all waterproof." And I'm like, "Oh Lord." That's the best.
I remember that.
That is the best moment. I remember that, and ever since we've been friends.
I remember that too. Like it was yesterday.
Me too. We're
Yep.
sitting next to each other when you used to have your hair that came down to here, and you did the Bieber swish, to get it out of your face.
Yeah, the swish, man.
Yep. So Zach's been around for quite a long time. Let's see, we got some people, jumping in here. Leland, I think, loves you. He's got a whole bunch of little happy faces and love faces here for you, Zach. So Leland is showing some love over there at Raw Speed. We've got, I don't know if Zach, did you end up freezing up on us again, Zach? Let's see if you did. Let's see here. See if you come back. Let me jump you out of here real quick, Zach, and come on back in. You can hear me. We'll jump Zach out of there. Let me see. We had David Orner here. Still have my trophy. David's one of our good guys. He helps us out at all of the races with myself and Jason. And David's usually out there, but he's been wicked into motorcycles. That's him in his old motorcycle outfit right there. Tim Barth. Tim, didn't Zach used to travel with Tebow? Yes, Zach was the team manager for Kyosho for, I believe, a little over a year. He took off after Joe Pillars when he was running Kyosho, and he was traveling with Tebow there for a while. Let me see if we can add. Zach's coming on back in here, and there he is. He's back. We need to get you better internet. And then we have here Carl Woosley. Come on by and say hi this Saturday, Zach. I'll let you drive my truck. So I think they're going to be having a little bit of a club race going on over there, precursor to this. So if Zach has some time, he might be taking me up on it there, Carl. Carl's one of our good guys out there. He runs the Mod pop-up shop for us there in Bakersfield. Rudy Rosales chiming in. CX Wallets and Mod! Exclamation point. Tonight's going to be a great night. Yeah, as far as CX Wallets, what do you offer? You're a small business owner yourself, Zach. What does CX Wallets do? What do you offer? And how can people get a hold of them?
Well, Matt, I think I caught the tail end of what you were saying. Quick to answer the first question, yes, I used to travel with Tebow. Second question, Woosley, I will definitely come by and drive your truck. Rudy said CX Wallets and Mom, damn, tonight's going to be a great night. Yeah, Rudy, miss you, buddy. These are the CX Wallets he's talking about. It's my wallet company. That's kind of how they work. You can see you fan out your cards by squeezing, and you can see the blue insert right here. We have 7 different colors, and they have built-in bottle openers. You can choose whatever color you want. And it's just kind of a minimalistic style wallet. Pretty good for for me, I was traveling a lot in the airports. It sucked having a big bulky wallet sitting, especially on flights. So it's kind of a cool thing. It's not for everyone. I will say that some people might not like it. And then I have other people that absolutely rave about it. So honestly, it's my company, and it took me like a week or 2 to get used to. And then probably about 3 or 4 months ago, I tried to go back to a normal wallet, and I couldn't. This thing, it's just what I'm used to now, and it's what I like. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It blocks the thieves show you. It's got RFID blocking technology with the carbon fiber. And like I said, it might not be for everyone. I know it seems like the younger generation really likes it, but the older generation pick up on it more because kind of stuff that they have to sit on time. But it might take a little bit longer. But you can check them out at your website, I believe, or if not, at cxwallets.com. And I actually just made a discount code for you guys. If you want to type in mod at checkout, you'll save 20.
I like that. I like that. Let me see if I can share that over real quick. I'll kind of show you guys.
On everything from on out till Matt's.
Way cool. So,
I think I lost.
You're there. You're there with us.
You got me, Matt?
I got you, buddy.
Good.
I gotcha.
I got the Bakersfield internet or something out here. I don't know what's going on. I've tried with Wi-Fi, without Wi-Fi.
I love it. Let me see here. If I can. Oh, that's everything we got going on. I shared the screen. It's like Inception right now. But let's go over. You guys can see right here. If you go to mod, we'll go to CX Wallets.
Oh, man.
Let me go to CX Wallets. Hold on. That's better. You guys go to cxwallets.com. Look at this. Look at this awesome website this guy has going on here. You can see the CX Wallets, and he's got all these different colors. Match your paint scheme. And these things are only $30, guys. It's not bad at all. And get one for you, your son. Buy two, get one free. That's a heck of a deal. So, yeah, check it out. And he's got a red one here. See how many cards he has. Able to keep the money in there. Way cool. So, yeah, if you guys go to cxwallets.com, what was the code for everybody? There, Zach. Oh no, Zach keeps freezing up on us here. But anyways, I think it was like mod something. Go on. What was the code there, Zach?
It's just
it keeps breaking up.
mod.
Just mod. Okay, just mod. So type in mod, guys. Tim Barth answered that for us. Let me, so we got, bam. Type in mod over there on CX Wallets. You guys want to get that minimalistic wallet there. Save some percentages on those cool wallets. Support your local crowd there. Discount code is mod, Zach just told me. Let me see here. Zach, come on in if you can. It looks like you, his connection, so we'll remove him real quick. And we'll go back over here. He's all good. Let me see. We got Mike Pichette here. What's up? Was good to see you both in the last few weeks. Yeah, most definitely, Mike. You know, hopefully make it down, check everything out this next week. And we got Rudy here, the only wallet that's in my pocket. So he's dialed in. Let's see, we'll add it back here. We got Zach back again. See if that's any better. We'll there we go. So let me remove what's going on now. Remove that. And we're back on with Zach. Can you see me there, Zach? Are you back? All right, he's not back, guys. Well, he's coming back in here at some point in time. Anyway, so we have we've been working on a couple things here, guys, for mod as well. Talk to you about Zach here. See if he can come back in. Thank you for everybody. Are you back? Are you there? No?
Yeah, before it happens again, I might as well get in what I can. If you asked and didn't hear, mod is the discount code. You'll save 20%. And yeah. that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say because that's all I heard. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm sitting right next to my Wi-Fi box too, and I've never had problems like this before. So maybe
maybe almost take it off of your Wi-Fi and just.
I don't know. My phone is kind of hot. I tried that too, and it seemed worse.
Oh God, we need to get you a laptop or something. That might be it. It might be if you have a laptop with an Ethernet connection. That might help.
Next time.
So
next time I'll jump on my laptop and I'll plug it into the box.
There you go. So we'll be good next time. No big deal. No big deal. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna be doing. I've talked to Zach a little bit too about the mod live media that we have going on. So I don't know if you can see in the background right there, we got a camera. That thing's all dialed in, and then I just bought another one, Zach. So I've got two now, and so we're going to try and set up. I don't know if we'll have it ready for this event, but with Mod Live Media, we're trying to get started basically a cost-effective way to get a lot of these tracks out there media coverage. You know, because I think one of the main things that's missing from our industry is live coverage. You know, with a moving cam and not just watching basically a fisheye camera. I even had guys hit me up from that were watching some of the feeds over at Hot Rod Hobbies and that, and they're like, dude, we need to get some live coverage here. What's your thoughts on everything with media currently in our industry?
Yeah, we've discussed it lightly. I think the direction that you want to go is awesome. We've both had experience working with Brandon and the Live RC team before,
and they
do an excellent job. But
They're
just
so
the logistics of it, does. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon, Live RC.
Just like you mentioned, logistics of it, it's really hard for them. Yeah, it's hard for them to do what they do at basically any cheaper than they do it because they have such great equipment and they live quite far from most of the pinnacle races of our industry. So to fly people out, you know, adds to the cost. I think taking the foundation that they've laid and tweaking it to make a little bit, you know, easier on the budget type situation, especially now with the way things on, technology has progressed so much that there's a way cheaper way to do it. You see J Concepts holding their own live streams. You see a lot of places having their own live streams, but there isn't a live RC that's more affordable for some of these regional type races. So I think what you do kind of helps connect the dots. You still have live RC up here at the pinnacle, I would say, not to discount anyone else or your own thing. Then you have more of a regional type service, and then you have, you know, people just kind of doing their own little home broadcasting. And I think there's a spot for all three of those. So I think what you're doing would fill in a gap that's much needed in our industry, probably more so than the other two currently, for sure.
No, yeah, Live RC does an awesome job. We've worked with Brandon Rohde. Their entire platform, what they're doing is amazing. Simply just trying to help them out, you know, just trying to help get more of their coverage out there with their live time program. Since we're on the West Coast, we're kind of just doing, you know, West Coast things are the ones that we go to. But kind of the main thing is like all these events out there that keep pushing. I just want to get more coverage for these guys because RC in general just doesn't have it, or like you said, the logistics of it to fly somebody out and everything else is just, it's super expensive. You know, so not looking to step on anybody's toes or anything like that, just merely help them, the coverage that we already have, and see how we can do it. But we're going to be, you know, we're going to try and get that second cam going. I just got a switcher board for the cameras. We're working on right now having an in-car camera, so live. So I want to try and get that going. And we'll see how that goes. in-car fifth scale live camera. I think that'll be really cool if we can get it going. But that's a whole nother logistical nightmare. But yeah, so that's what we're trying to do with the media side of it. I know Zach. We'll probably have Zach come on, help us out with some of those there at once if this gets any better for everybody. And we might be doing a couple big races here, little big races is what I call them, and helping all these guys out. So that's the main deal. Let me see. We got Mike here. Would be great. I have people that follow when I race. They live Coyote's vid from Midsummer Shootout. Yeah, so we covered the Midsummer Shootout at Coyote Hobbies. I know Dave Batta really liked it. He liked how it showed their track, and yeah, it was just really cool to see. So just trying to give that quality to a lot of these races that are out there. Let's see here. Anything else? So Zach, probably what I want to know, put you on the spot here. Are you going to be back into RC car racing anytime soon? Are you there, Zach? Your internet sucks.
I'm missing you, Matt. I can't hear you.
Your internet's garbage, dude. I don't know. Zach's coming in here.
You want to and I'll get my laptop set up.
Yeah, go get your laptop. Go get your laptop real quick. Take that off real quick. So yeah, guys. Let me see. Anybody else? It's like hot up here, guys. Turn on my fan. So anyways, guys, do you guys have any questions on what's going to be going on in the next series race? It is July 17th to the 20th, to the 19th, 17th to the 20th, and practice on Friday. Let's see if we have Zach here any better. He's trying to jump on. Maybe not. I don't know. He's not there. All right, so we'll see when he starts moving around there. Anyway, so it'll be 17th to the 19th. We will have waters for everybody out there as well, sponsored by Mod and Good Old Boys. Make sure to keep everybody hydrated. There will be practice on Friday and practice in the morning on Saturday. And then we'll have racing on Saturday, 2 qualifiers and a main event for 8 scale, 3 qualifiers on Saturday for 5th scale, and they'll alternate between each one. And then we'll go into main events on Sunday, get us done, get us out of there, and should be a good time. We will have lights on, Saturday and Sunday and Friday. So we'll be doing some night practice and some night racing and stuff like that. So that'll be a ton of fun. He's fake. Let's see. He's fake freezing. Didn't want to answer. I know. We need to get him back in here. I don't know where he is. Zach Rogers ended up jumping off of here. Let me see if we can get him back. See if Zach comes back in here, guys. Anyway, so we had a little bit more to think about too. I don't know if everybody heard about our layout that we're looking to go to for 2021. That's kind of going to help us out. So we're thinking about doing a new layout that's unlike what we've done for 2019 and 2020 to help eliminate the issue of having smaller classes for the sports, for realistically the expert and the pro classes. They seem to be really light, depending on where we're at, depending on what's going on, and also where we have an issue of where guys aren't able to really judge where they're supposed to be in the grand scheme of things for their skill level. Because a lot of our racing, is what a lot of people know, is they do it arbitrarily on where they're at, how they feel that day, basically. Whether you're in the open class, intermediate class, or expert or pro, or whatever you call it. And sometimes you get those outliers of guys that are there and are in those classes, but they really shouldn't belong in the class. And a lot of the times, the time should speak for themselves. So we're going to be probably transitioning over to that style, almost keeping everybody together, and then we're going to see where they're at for the finals, and then we're going to have basically a tier system where it will have what is it now? You will have divisions. So it'll be Division 1 will be like the A group, Division 2 will be the B group, Division C will be or Division 3 will be the C group. And then you'll have trophies for each division, and then guys will be able to bump up from there. So I don't know if Zach's going to be popping on here. Let me see if he's going to be on here again. We'll see if we can get him. I don't know. We gotta vet these guys' internet connection, guys. We'll see if we can get him back on here. But do you guys have any, yeah, kind of like time bracketing, Mike, exactly. So let me see here. Yeah, so kind of getting that going of what he's saying, because the big thing is time should really determine where guys are at. But I can also see the need for having the divisions between them. So what's kind of cool. Yeah, my Zach's stuff isn't looking too good right now, guys. So, all right, he might be getting his laptop set up. So we might do this edit again. Anyways, guys, yeah, we'll have that time bracketing basically, but everybody will be in the same class even up until the end. So guys with the trophies and everything will be able to bump up to the next one if they don't get that particular. So basically, let's say you're in Division 3. If you have your top 2, you'll end up if you're first or second, you bump up to Division 2, and you still keep your trophies from Division 3 unless you podium in Division 2. So then you'll take and then if you podium in Division 2, you get that trophy and forfeit your trophy to Division 3 for the next guy of what was down in the line. And then you're able to even bump to Division 1 if you want. So it's going to make qualifying more important. It's going to put people in the exact classes that they need to be in, and just really help out the community. So I'm looking forward to it greatly, and just I think it's really going to help the community. It's going to help just everything in general, and it's going to make our classes bigger, because we were having issues with we have a couple guys sign up for expert, a couple guys sign up for pro. Not everybody goes to all the series races, and qualifying, everybody's like, oh, I'm already in the A main as it is. So qualifying really doesn't matter anymore, because you could show up on main day and still be in the A main. So I think this will really help to the fact that it will put people in the classes they need to be in. It'll bring the importance back to qualifying, and guys can still feel where they're in with the guys and can get those trophies. And then I think it'll be a really cool system when we're done with it. We still have some stuff to iron out. We still need to test it. So we'll see what's going on and run it. So let me see. Mike Dew. They did it once at Rain Man's, worked pretty good. No, good stuff. So that's what we're probably going to be shooting for, guys. Just kind of wanted to introduce Zach to you guys. Too bad he had kind of a poor connection, but he's a really good dude. Super excited to have him. He's a Bakersfield local, and he will be announcing for us on the 18th and the 19th of for the event. So looking forward to have him out, take some stress off of me. so I'm able to do other things and do some more of the media side of it. We're going to try. I'm not sure if we're going to have it in time, but I'm going to try and get this guy going inside of one of the cars live for you guys. So we'll see if we can get this going, but no promises. So even with the second cam, I gotta be figuring out where to put it, what's going on, and getting all that dialed in. So let me see here. We got Brian Thomas here jumping on in. Hold on real quick, Brian. So we have Brian Thomas. Hello, sir. Waiting on the paperwork from the Speedway in Fontana for you regarding the KO Pro Grand Prix at Steel City RC Speedway. So yeah, Brian Thomas, he is running the KO race at Steel City Speedway out there in Fontana. That's where like all the NASCAR cars are and everything like that. And they have an awesome world-class level track there in Fontana there. And I ended up shooting with Live RC last time in the Worlds for the 8-scale on-road Worlds for 8-scale. And I think I said 8-scale twice. And we're doing this whole thing with trying to get more local coverage. So we hit up Brian and see if he'd be interested in bringing us out. We got, like I said, Brian, we got that camera back there. Where's my other one? My other one's downstairs. So we got another camera that we're going to be possibly setting up, Brian, to have two cameras there. I got a switcher board. I've done some investments for the event and in precursor to that. So just need to get me those documents and get them all signed up so we can get it dialed in. Dave Hassler, Iowa at the end of the month. Yes, Dave. So I will be there. I'll be driving out with my father and I believe my buddy Ronnie. And so we will be coming out to the. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what race it is for everybody that is out there. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. All right, that's like Inception again. Inception. So let's see here. We got my buddy Mike Duncan here. Tony Bacon's race. So there's a cool race out, and let's see if he has it posted here. Oh, yeah. Check out the Dirt Blast if you guys are out there as well. Our good buddy over there at Horizon, Lee Morrison. So check out the Dirt Blast this next weekend, guys, if you guys are out on the East Coast. Or Midwest, I should say. But check out that race. Let's see if we can get Cheese City just had their event. I don't know. Where is his event? It's called like the Midwest. Sorry to show you all this stuff here. It's called the Midwest. There we go. No, that's not it. 1/5 scale. I'm sorry here, guys. Let's see. I got it here on mod. Let me just go to mod. It'll be better. Go on to mod if you guys need any 5th scale goodies or MIP tools or anything like that. It's under calendar. Apologies and thank you for waiting. Here it is. Midwest Shootout 1/5 scale TBRL. There we go. So it popped up here. Let me drag this down for you guys and hide that real quick. Yeah, so 1/5 scale Midwest Shootout here. They're having cash purse payouts for everybody in the pro classes. They're going to be running, of course, 1/5 scale buggy, open and pro truck, 2-wheel drive, and 1/5 scale 40 plus. I might have to have my dad drive one of my cars. We'll see. Hosted by Tony Bacon here. First entry $60, second is $50. So it looks like or 120 unlimited. So that's pretty cool. We will be covering the event with Mod Live Media. We will be covering it, and We'll have the mod pop-up shop out there as well for everybody. So really, really cool. I don't know if this will blow up if I take myself out. Not really. Let me pop Zach in here again, see if Zach's back on. So Zach's back in there. So just talking to him about the 1/5 scale Midwest shootout there, Zach. I'm going to be driving out 24-hour drive to Iowa. So it's going to be a ton of fun.
Dude, that's pretty badass. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, it's going to be a long drive. It's going to be a long haul. But my dad doesn't really want to fly right now, and I needed some help with getting all the bags out there. He's like, oh, let's just drive it. So I'm like, well, that's why I bought the Sprinter van, so why not?
Exactly. And honestly, those are some of the best memories. All the stuff that's going to happen, and you know, you travel all the time.
Most definitely. No, it's going to be, let me get Zach back in here. So, yeah, there we go. Zach's feed is way better now. Did you shut off your phone and turn it back on? Was that the fix?
I did. I guess this iPhone 3 prototype must not be working very well.
iPhone 3 prototype. It's the Super China version. They just have like it's an orange on there instead of an apple.
Well, this actually came preloaded with coronavirus when they sent it over. I've just slowly been releasing it out. So
awesome. So we had Brian Thomas on here from Fontana from the KO race. So we might be covering the KO race on road. There.
I was just at Sil City last weekend, right next door, racing rental go-karts, and I drove by. I'd never been there. They also had a big what's called rally cross where you could bring your own like real car. They had that event going on. They had RC going, and man, what a beautiful facility that RC track is. Good job to those guys.
No, they have a way cool track going on. Brian's hosting that event, and he's wanting to bring us into doing the live forum, but there's a little bit of paperwork that you have to do more than normal for RC tracks since they're NASCAR and stuff over there, you know. So they got a little bit different stipulations than our backyard tracks that we have, you know.
Yeah.
But
that's cool.
Let me see, Cindy Turney. We're excited to have Zach out at Good Old Boys. It will be fun to have him announce. Yeah, Cindy's awesome. She's awesome. She always brings me coffee with it's like white mocha coffee or something. I get that girly coffee she brings me, but it's delicious. It's so good. So she hooks it up, and Cindy's awesome. She's usually the announcer down there, so you're gonna have to step up to the plate there, bud.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I don't know. I will say the Turney family is seriously, I'm not even just saying this, they are probably some of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah, they're way cool guys. Support them. Go out there, and they'll run anything out there on practice days, guys. You know, 10 scales, 8 scales, monster trucks. So hit them up. It's a true outdoor track. It's really cool, and they got a real good vibe going on there. Oh, so Mike here, this is the question that I had for you before you got cut off. So when is Zach coming back to RC, if ever?
You know, it's crazy. I think about this. I get asked this a lot. I still get a lot of Facebook messages regarding RC, probably, if not daily, every other day. I don't know. I feel like I've left RC. This would be my third time. I went to the shootout, the hot rod shootout that's held at Rain Man's a couple weekends back, just to say hi to all the guys I haven't seen in a while. And, you know, when you're watching it, you're like, dang, I want to be out there. And then I sat there for like 20 minutes and was just like, I miss what we used to do. I miss being outside. I miss club racing. And I don't mean this in a negative light of RC at all, because everything progresses. I mean, cell phones is a great example. The way computers, you know, video games, everything. Just 10 scale isn't really and that's what I did primarily. It's just not what makes me happy, and it doesn't give me that same drive. It became more of literally it became a job because it was, but even before it was a job, it was job-like. It wasn't really as fun. But I do always, my dad's still really into RC. He flies drones. He drives RC boats. And so RC, like, I'm still around RC a lot. All my friends do it. If I do get back into RC, it will 150% for sure be 8 scale. As far as racing, 5th scale interests me. I think it'd be fun to just go play around, maybe borrow a car here and there. But if you ever see me at a big race again, it'll definitely be 8 scale. I probably will end up at an 8 scale race or two in 2021 when all the coronavirus stuff ends, even if I'm just helping. Everyone knows I helped Tebow for a couple years. I still talk to Tebow a lot. And CJ Jelen is one of my buddies who I signed to Kyosho when I was the manager. And it's just kind of crappy timing where everything panned out. But I would love to help CJ. I think he's a bright young man, and seeing him progress, even if I just went and wrenched on his cars for the weekend or helped out or just there as moral support, he's a really good friend of mine. And yeah, I just think if you ever see me back in RC, it'll definitely be 8 scale. But I'm pretty sure for the rest of my life, you'll see me at RC events here and there. So.
No, most definitely. I think we're going to get you into a 5th scale out here for the mod series race. We got. She's named Mona. She's like Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. She's awesome. That buggy won last year, so the entire series. So you gotta step up to the plate. She's won multiple nationals. She's basically everything across the board. She's the best. So I think we'll put you with her, on in a week's time. I think you'll have a blast running some 5th scale.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, in case I do get smoked, I got to drive with your remote upside down. Remember?
Oh, so. That's right. You're a lefty.
But I'll be good. I'll be fine.
You still have your radio? You still have your radio?
I don't.
What?
I don't have a tool. I don't have anything. The only thing I seriously. Here's a fun little story. When I got out of RC, I asked all the companies that I worked for what they wanted back. So I returned a lot of stuff to R1, and I returned a lot of packaged stuff to Kyosho. And then I literally, every single car that I had ready to go on the track, 100% ready to go. You just had to bind your radio. I shipped it off to I shipped my 8 scale stuff to this random kid on Facebook that would always ask me questions, and it was like you could just tell he was getting into it, and he didn't really have. You could kind of tell that maybe he just didn't have as much support as some other kids.
Oh, well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so I just shipped all my cars, and then I shipped my 4. A lot of people know RC Dad on Instagram. He was a big supporter and fan of mine, so I shipped him my 4-wheel ready to go. I think he still has it on the shelf, just sitting there. And then my 2-wheel, I think I gave to someone at my local track, if I'm not mistaken. But I literally don't have anything. I just gave everything away.
Oh, Jesus. Well, if you had your radio, I'd say you just bind it to the car, and you'd be dialed. But you even got rid of that.
Upside down driving. That's what that. Yeah, I figured by the time I get back into it, freaking, they'd be on like M21 or something.
Oh, Jesus. Well, you'll just be driving upside down. You'll figure it out. You've done it before.
Yeah, I'm pretty proficient at driving upside down after all these years. So
it's the same way, right? When you flip it upside down, right still right, left still left for it.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm so trained to it that I don't even know if it's backwards. I drive upside down like within a couple tenths of how I drive normal. So, and another one, like Cavalieri drives the same way. Like we drive the same way, left-handed. And he drives with his thumb on the throttle and steers, with his normal steering hand. And he's freaking fast that way too. It's crazy to watch.
So yeah, we'll have
to
cool. Put the camera right on your hand with how you're going to be driving that thing in the main event. We're putting you with the pro guys, so I hope you know that you're automatically in pro. So you're just gonna have to lay it down.
Oh, nice.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I promise. So let's see here if we have anybody.
I'm excited.
Cindy's giving you the recipe: peppermint mocha. That's the one I like.
Bring the heat.
So bring one to Zach too. Cindy, we're excited to see you, Zach.
All cracked and all fast. I haven't coffee in years.
Yeah, it'll be good. So yeah, and then we have a couple guys just popping on in here saying different stuff. So I think it's gonna be really cool, man, to have you out in about a week and a half. Thank you so much for coming in clutch for me. I was this close. If you weren't gonna do it, I was gonna have to announce it myself and then run around like a chicken with my head cut off more than it usually is. So you're doing me a solid, so I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, well, thank you for thinking of me, and I'm excited. Plus, we haven't hung out in a while. It'll be a good time, and being that it's a local race, I have a lot of friends out there, so I think it'll be a kick-ass time. I honestly can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a ton of fun, man. So thank you again for coming on. Again, guys, check out CX Wallets. Go to cxwallets.com, and he's got a little promo code MOD MOD. Type that in, get 20% off on his cool little wallets there. I'm sure he'll show it to you. It's got carbon fiber plates and everything like that on it. But yeah, thank you again. And let me see. We have Josh Hicks here. How big of a turnout do you think there's going to be? I imagine it's going to be probably a bit bigger than what we had at Delta, Josh. So probably a bit bigger. I imagine 60 to maybe 80 entries for fifth scale, and then we'll probably have some 8 scale guys in there as well. So won't be, I don't think, 140 turnout or anything like that, but I think it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time, and really looking forward to it. So looks like Zach's chopping in and out there on us. So any final words there, Zach? Yay or nay?
All right, guys, I'm signing out, chopping out.
All right, guys. So Zach is Zach's internet. We need to hook him up on that. So anyways, guys, you have a blessed night. If you guys have any sort of questions, concerns, or anything like that, hit us up on Mod. Hit me up on my personal one if you have me as a friend on there. If not, I might not see it. If not, hit up the Mod Facebook page. That's right here. And hope to see you guys really soon. Make sure that you RSVP online on modspeedshop.com for the event, as well as RSVP on the event page that we have that's like to the left over there. So yeah, check that out. RSVP to the event. We should have a really, really fun time. A lot of people that I know are coming out to that, and it's a central race for a lot of us. A little bit more on the warmer side, but I think it's going to be less than what it was last year, so that's really nice. So anyways, guys, you guys have a blessed night. I still got to get my taxes done, so I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. But yeah, get all your guys' taxes done. It's like due on July 15th. I waited too long, so I got to get all mine done. So July 15th, or IRS is going to come after you guys. So anyways, have a blessed night. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you again, and God bless. See you, buddy. See you guys.